Hey, Dragon Slayers. Today's video is about how male hormone replacement therapy doesn't cause prostate cancer. Part 1. So, what is the lie? The lie states that giving testosterone to men causes prostate cancer. Why should you care about this lie? As a man ages, his testosterone levels drops, which leads to a long list of negative symptoms and suffering. The symptoms can be treated easily with testosterone optimization therapy, which greatly improves a man's quality of life. So, if this is a medical lie, we shouldn't be afraid to optimize a man's testosterone. However, if testosterone optimization might cause prostate cancer, then a man shouldn't take the chance of using the therapy. Let's examine some of the support for this lie. You'll be surprised when you hear the story of where this lie started and how little meaningful research that exists to support it. It basically comes from one man's opinion, and that opinion wasn't based on any real research. Many other doctors and experts believed the unproven opinion of this one man and have repeated this medical lie for decades. In the 1940s, Charles B. Huggins, he was a medical doctor, was working with dogs and studying their prostates at the University of Chicago. Dogs and humans are the only animals that have trouble with their prostates becoming enlarged as they age. Perhaps related to processed food diets? Maybe. Huggins found that when he castrated the dogs, their prostates shrank. While looking at microscope slides of the dog's prostates, Huggins noticed areas that looked the same as prostate cancer in humans. When he observed these areas on the slide, he noticed that they were smaller after the dogs had been castrated. Based on what he observed and in his studies of dogs' prostates, Hudgens did some limited research on humans who had prostate cancer using lab tests that no doctor would use today. He concluded that giving a man who has a prostate any testosterone replacement is like throwing gasoline on a fire. The testosterone will increase the risk of developing prostate cancer, he said. He published an article in the very first issue of the journal Cancer Research to detail his results. However, he had studied only 3 men who had received testosterone injections. Furthermore, his report addressed only 2 of the men, and one of those men had already been castrated. So, this medical lie about the connection between testosterone and prostate cancer is based on the results of one patient who had already been hormonally manipulated. Dr. Huggins, although an intelligent expert in his field who was affiliated with a prestigious university, had based his conclusion on almost zero evidence at all. Despite the lack of substantial research to support the theory, a doctor couldn't argue against this medical lie for decades without that doctor being shunned or prosecuted by other doctors. Although support for this lie is slowly dying, unthinking or lazy doctors, including urologists, still repeat it to this day. It's so sad that there are so many medical lies and myths out there. And I hope that I'm able to continue to bust them as we go through more of this stage. And that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.